will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut don't make ways for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street entertaining. No whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Here's the 8th, and right away he lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, there you go, Charles, his first NFL pass, and it goes for a completion.
And you know that they thought about this before even calling the play, right? Let's get him his first completion. Let's get it out of the way because we expect bigger things from him going forward, but take care of the small stuff first.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Young on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen is complete. Touchdown Panthers. Adam Thielen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And Young's throw there incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Young now from the 50. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Young from the shotgun. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Young. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Check White. Ready?
They'll go again with Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So our game here, one of 8 games in total on this opening weekend that is a divisional matchup. And listen, you look at this NFC South, new coach and quarterback on the other sideline for Carolina, new quarterback in New Orleans, new QB in Tampa. All of a sudden, Desmond Ridder, Charles, is the lone established veteran quarterback in the division.
I like how you said established there. I think in the elastic sense of the word, he's the established veteran. But he is the guy that returns to his team from last year and is leading them. This division is going to be wide open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ridder. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Set, go.
Throw left side. There's London. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Jackrack.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start with the option. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
10 cycles.
A play fake. Now Young. Buying time to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Right, 97.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Smash, red. Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw on second down is Young. Pass incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Young. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Following the interception, Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Young now, escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
3rd down, Young from the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready?
It's Young on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Young working out of the gun. That is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to.
Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here on the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On play action, Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Looking to throw, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Sheds off the tackle. There he goes left side. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
3rd down, here's Patterson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Young Wei Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and 10, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 55 yards. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Falcons 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Cordero Patterson on the loose. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Striker, 3-3.
Ritter will throw for it. He'll buy some time right. Here's a diving catch right side. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to get this out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ritter now. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 32 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here is Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young will set to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, 38 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Ritter with it after the play fake. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First down, here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits create some...
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Forced out to his left. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Young now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, right?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Ritter. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Completion left side to Miller. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On play action, here's Ritter. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting, the quarterback, Desmond Ritter. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Young now. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
38. Ready.
And Young's going to throw it here. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but